Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Happy Mindset Monday. Jamar, Sana, Gianni, Emily, Olivia, Janin, May, Nini Echo, Ed, Abby, Dina, hi, sorry. Trying to read 75 things at once. Lady Brown, Emily, Consta, Derek, Antonio, Leanne, hello. Simply Me. Shantae, you stay. Hello, universe. Hi, Rosanna. I see. I'm reading the whole name. Shantae Morris. Okay, I love. Every time I see your name, I'm going to be calling you Shantae. You say, I hope that's okay, because my brain's just going to do it. And there I am affirming it, okay? Girl, you're moving back to the UK. I knew it. You're very powerful. Don't forget that. Elisa, 444 Mara, hello. Tiffany, Lenore, Alejandra, Morgan, Anna, hello, I'm here. Pamela, hi. Sharon, hello. Killa Pop-Tart, hi. Andriana, hello. Tom, Heyoka, Hannah, Jojo, Magnetic Moon Witch. Magentic. That's a word that I'm just going to make up and claim. Vanessa, Millie, Alia, Renee, Julia, hello. Sana's going to go watch Love Island instead of being here in the chat with us. Boo! DVR! This only happens once, bitch. A week. Okay. Aji or Ahi, I'm sorry. Make sure I say it right. Victor, Jerika, Natalie, Antonio, hello. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Okay, how are we doing? Earth to Sammy, hello. Andriana says, today I passed my test thanks to you. You passed that test thanks to you. I had nothing to do with that. So congratulations. You did very, very well. Proud of you. I'm sorry. You probably, if you came on before, you probably noticed me. I popped on really fast and then I was like, oh wait, I didn't do my intro. So I went to go put the intro on and I accidentally just deleted it. That's what happened. So I was like, okay, I'll come back. Or I turned it off. It doesn't matter. So now I'm trying to get back so I can see the chat, but it doesn't want to let me. So I don't know how to do it. Oh, view in live control room. That would be the button that I'm looking for. Cool. All right. So sweet. Yeah. Where's the chat? Oh, son of a gun. I don't know what to do. Okay. Anywho, how are we doing? What have we manifested? What are we celebrating? What successes do you have to report? Can I get in here right now? Am I in here? Where's the chat? Oh, I don't know how to do this. Okay. Universe, Rosanna manifested money. Yes. Elisa manifested a job. Hell yes. That's amazing. Congrats. Consta says manifested passing my exams as well. Yes, that's amazing. I wish I would have knew about manifesting when I was in college. I probably would have went through it faster than it took me to get through. But I took it on my own time. Me and my husband were just talking today. I'm like, I'm like, it's 1:00, right on time. And he's like, you're always on time because you create your own time. You're on Roxy time. I was like, yes, I'm on Roxy time. We're on Roxy time. And that's just literally how I go through life. I've always kind of been on my own time, my own sketch. 444 Mara says, I might just start calling you Mara. I'm going to try to be concise on that. Roxy, I manifested my dream dog, golden retriever. Yay! How exciting! Please DM me pictures on Instagram. I need to see your dogs. Anna said I needed a safety pin for my uniform and one showed up out of nowhere an hour after I got to work. It's amazing. That's awesome. You always get, everything just comes to you if you allow it to. Abby's back. Hello. Hi. Okay, Shantae, you stay manifested clear business development for your entrepreneurial journey that's been on pause for 2.5 years. Proud of you. That's amazing. I know how satisfying that can feel. Show me the chat. How do I get into my own chat? I just want to get up in there. Oh, wait, it showed it to me. How do I see it myself? Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I just want to get into my chat so I can get in it from the, why isn't it, oh, why is it going, okay. Let's hope this isn't, no, okay. Okay, can I get in there now? Yay, okay, we did it. She figured it out, okay. And we're still live, right? I think we're still here. I'm seeing myself. Cool. Okay. Oh, also, I just want to say, I watched last week's Mindset Monday back. I usually don't like watch them back. I don't, as much as I like yell at everybody and that's like a funny thing in the community. I hate the sound of myself yelling. So I like do not like listening to it. It's like, ugh. So I was listening to the one from last week and I was like affirming super hard. Like I have to fight every single day. I'm always fighting to keep my thoughts on track or whatever I was saying, like trying to communicate to you guys that like I work every single day at keeping my thoughts aligned, or let me even rephrase that again. Every single day, my thoughts are perfectly aligned, and it's because I am diligent about making that so, or I am dedicated to living a life where my thoughts are completely aligned. So they are. And so I just wanted to come on here and like flip that and restate that all, because I was like watching it and I'm like yelling back at myself on the TV, like, why are you saying that? Stop affirming that. And so I'm gonna make sure that we're not saying that even for your guys' sake, because I got to do it for me too. Gina asks, where did I get all my cool rings? Most of these are from like Vanessa Mooney and what other ones I like? Vanessa Mooney, Melinda Maria. This one's from Moon Magic. It's one of those moonstone, obviously. Those are the only two names I can remember right now. Sage Grace says, I always forget you do live Mondays, so when I see your notification, I'm always surprised. Put it in your calendar. Everybody everybody should put Mindset Monday on their calendars right now so you can always remember. And you can start your week off with a little community boost. We have our workshop this week. It's on Wednesday. If you're in this side of the world, the Western Hemisphere. And then if you're it might be on Thursday. I don't know. I haven't really checked the international time. I apologize. It's 3 p.m. PST. We are doing the Take Them Off the Pedestal live workshop. There will be potential for live coaching on the workshop as well, though it's not guaranteed. Tickets are available at roxytalks.com. I'm doing 3 workshops this summer, and so that's the first of them. The first one, the whole series is kicking off on Wednesday. So if you're interested in adjusting the power dynamics in your relationship and kind of resetting the stage, putting yourself in the power position, that is what we are doing on Wednesday in just a couple days here. Roxy Talks. Sana says, can I buy my ticket on Wednesday? Absolutely. You sure can. And then everybody that attends will be getting the recording mailed, or anybody that buys a ticket will get the recording mailed back. So if you are in another time zone that doesn't work for you, you will be able to listen back to it, of course. Give us 48 hours to put it together. Okay, so roxytalks.com. Dina linked it. I'm going to pin it to the comments section here on YouTube. If you're on there, you can just click right up there. Coco Avery is going to be there. Sweet. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Mara's manifesting money for a ticket. You already got it. Sana's going to be there. Okay, so where's this question? Sana says BRB Love Island is on, girl. You watch that on YouTube after it premieres. Okay. I saw a question, like, then I lost it. So let's find something else, or let's find something. Oh, Danny says, I've successfully manifested frequent communication and romantic gestures from 2 SPs in under a month. Thank you for your guidance. I'm proud of you. If you can, why don't you leave a few comments in the chat for your fellow community members and let them know what kind of things that you did that kind of stuck out to you as like, okay, this was something that worked for me. Like, what did you learn? What did you adopt? What worked for you? Jarika's going to be watching Love Island after this as well. Coco Avery, how do we do super chat questions? There's, I think at the bottom of the chat, there's like a little icon with a $sign. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. Click the $sign icon at the bottom of the chat. I honestly barely know because I'm on the other side of it, so I don't really see it. Ollie says, I was manifesting my SP. I was manifesting and my SP appeared in the exact moment already twice. What's next? Well, you tell me what is next. Now that you, like, what would be next in the story? Go there, move your story forward and move your manifestations forward, move your focus forward, and start, telling the next part of the story. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. This zigzag part is just like, what's going on here? Trying to do the zigzag part. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Okay. I'm just going to try to stop looking at my hair. Impossible. Possible. Okay. Where did this question go about my spirit guides? I like that question just because. Oh, yeah. Star Wars Rebels. Do I have any spirit guides that I'm aware of? Yes, I actually did a video about it. It's called I Met My Spirit Guides, but I always love talking about it because they're cool and it was a cool experience. I used to be kind of like close to the idea of spirit guides, and also keep in mind, guys, like, before I really discovered manifesting, I was an atheist. So I was very much closed off to ideas, like anything that's not like physical, like I can see it, feel it, hear it, taste, touch it, whatever. I just wasn't really receptive to like believing or accepting. So spirit guides and like ghosts and like beings beyond what we have is something that I've been kind of like slowly letting into my like acceptance, I guess, of like what's going on here. So I'd never really looked much into the spirit guide thing. So I did a spirit guide, meet your spirit guides meditation like in March, and it was so crazy. It was the first guided meditation I really ever did, and it's not true. I guess I've attended a few live meditations, but not very many. It was my first like guided recorded meditation I ever did, and I like had this crazy experience meeting this being named Andromeda, who was like a blue version of me, like what I look like, and like as Earth, and I realized like I had been like creating my spiritual self, like recreating it on earth, like with my looks and stuff. Anyways, yeah, I got a lot of messages and information, and then I heard there's one called Balthazar, and there's a few more, and I haven't gone. I'll go into that meditation a lot because it's like my happy place, like going there. But the guides that I've seen since haven't had such strong presences, like of a presence as like Andromeda did when she came, and she just like just was there. It was just very much like, hi, I am a being. And then the crazy thing about it was when I got out of my meditation, I Googled it because I was like, what is Andromeda? Like, I wanted to know what the significance of the name was. And then I found out that there was like the Andromedan star seeds, and then Google imaged search the person that I saw in my meditation was like a Google, like there's people have drawn these Andromedans, and it was exactly like what I saw in my mind. So it like blew my fucking balls off and like kind of opened my eyes to all that. So Andromeda's one, and I think Avi's kittens, cat had kittens, and there was a white one, and I think we grouped as a collectively named it Andromeda. And yeah, so if you want more info on this, like it's literally just me talking about that situation, my podcast, or there's a shorter clip on YouTube of me talking about when I met my spirit guides. That was the first one. Yeah, thanks. Oh, Leanne linked it. Thanks, Leanne. It's linked in the chat. Tiffany, thank you so much. Says, hey, no questions this week, just showing love. Things are good. All is well. Sign up for the self-love summer workshop. So excited. Yay. I'm excited to see you there. And that's, hey, man. Like, obviously, I want to answer your questions and I'm here for you. But like the fact that you don't have one this week is pretty great. And that tells me that you're doing good working through whatever it is that you're, going through and dealing with and manifesting and yada yads. Leanne, you're an Andromedan starseed. That we should talk about that. That makes sense. That's interesting. We need to talk about that. Okay. Okay, Mal says, thank you for the super chat, Mal. I got upset with my SP because he was seeing another girl and lied, so I blocked him because I do not want to come second. Can I change the situation? Yeah, absolutely. You definitely can. What I would be doing right now, like, okay. And I'm speaking to another person who I hope is on the chat, and if not, is going to listen back, who's also kind of dealing with a situation similar to this. We need like a self-love bomb, and like I made it in more of like we need to go really, really hard into the worthiness stuff, the self-love, the self-care, the doing things that make us happy, the purging of the emotions, the communicating and connecting with people who are who remind us who we are, who remind us of what's good in life, who help us connect to us, a higher power, who help us connect to ourselves internally, and who help us, release the past and release the pain. My advice to anyone going through this kind of a situation is that whatever happened with them is a reflection of some of our own fears, worries, doubts, insecurities, programs, yada, yada. And we're working on that right now. So it's okay. We will work through this and move past it, but it's going to require you doing the work to, help heal the wounds and change the thinking and the patterns that led up to this, or that, set the stage for it. So this is exactly that same thing of like, it's like the age old thing of the SP manifesting, is that at the heart of it, the self-love and the self-concept and the self-care has to be number one. And what the hell am I now kind of just F, bro? So, I apologize. It's very important that you put the focus on you, on the healing, on the love, on the having, on the abundance, on the well-being, on the peace, on the connection, on the positivity, on the trust, on the stability, on the safety, like all of the things that a relationship represents. We need to be conjuring within ourselves, and like setting the stage for that now instead of setting the stage for what we're experiencing currently. So last week's episode on my podcast of like, you know, forget your SP to manifest your SP is kind of like what I mean. And I don't mean it in a callous way, like F your SP, but like you've got to deal with the thing manifesting the SP. That's so much more important than trying to deal with the SP, the outer reflection of the you know, like of the manifester. Hold on. I need my charger. Baby, are you still in here? Is this the charger? Oh, there it is. Is it plugged in? Oh my gosh. Oh. Let's see if this is plugged in. You know, I like, okay, let me be careful with my words here. It's very easy to express to you how simple it is. If you are doing the one manifesting them, then it's a billion times more important to manifest yourself the right way than worrying about whatever they are doing, than trying to manifest them, trying to meddle and micromanage your own manifestation. I just got a really good analogy. You over-salted the mashed potatoes, and now you're trying to undo it by removing the salt grain by grain from the cooked mashed potatoes. Get back in the kitchen and bake another fucking batch, and be careful with the salt this time. Period. Sorry, that one, hold on. Oh my God. Woo. That was so weird. I just felt so much energy, like just like leave my body in that moment. That was fucking weird. Woo. Okay, I'm kind of shaky. That was so straight. So there it is. Anytime somebody wants to tell me about what their SP is doing, I'm going to ask you, why are you trying to unsalt your mashed potatoes grain by grain? Go back in the kitchen, start over, and watch the salt this time. You can't remove the salt once the fucking shit has been made. And don't eat it either if you don't like it. Throw it away and start over. Who's yelling? Who is this? Who are you? Who are you yelling at? Why am I being used to yell through? Elisa says Roxy's gravy mashed potatoes, right? Gina says we need a book of Roxy manifestation analogies. Gina, it's coming, girl. Dina, because it rhymed, I had to call on you. Can you please timestamp us our mashed potato analogy? Oh, how about this? Dina, can you, okay, you know what? How about this? Let's use teamwork here. Leanne, can you please? Dina, can you timestamp the mashed potatoes, forward it to Leanne. Leanne, can you please transcribe it and put it into our analogies database? Thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. Leanne, I love you. She's like, I typed it out. You're amazing. Okay, thank you. Okay. I love it. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay. Yes. That makes, this is making Eternal me really happy. Bitch! I love her. I already transcribed the potato analogy. Yeah, I love you. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. Thanks, Leanne. Okay. All right. Okay, let's focus. Okay, Logan, rewind about 5-6 minutes ago. Why are you trying to remove salt from your over salted mashed potatoes? Go back to the drawing room, aka the kitchen. Start the recipe over. Okay, just kidding. I didn't even really read through your whole question. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, actually, yeah, it's still valid. Okay, I've been with my boyfriend for a little while. He's crazy. His crazy ex just found out we were together. She still posts about it all the time. They've been broken up for 2 years. My question is, can she manifest us to break up? I really believe our energy and love is strong enough to overpower her, or what can I do so my boyfriend and I have the strongest relationship possible? Okay. All right. Yes. So don't oversalt your stew, your fucking potatoes, because how about this? You're right now, Logan, you are like in the kitchen and you're salting. And you're salting and you're salting and you're salting. And you're like your blood pressure is like, girl, please stop. Stop it. We don't need any more salt. And you're just like, what? And you're still salting, right? So what I mean by that is like you have patterns within you that have created like or again set the stage for this kind of situation where there's going to be not only somebody who wants to come between you, but somebody who's crazy and hopefully can't manifest you, aka giving them power. So you're basically implying that they have power over, they potentially could, you're fearing, so that's giving the, leaving the chance open for, you don't have to leaving the door open to the possibility that they will be able to break you up, have the power over you and your partner. And because you call it they're crazy, that means like that's like, oh, they're a loose cannon. They're willing to escalate. They're willing to go to other lengths that a normal person might not go to, right? And hopefully, if you're listening, I'm using quotation marks. I'm not saying anything about anybody. So you are setting the stage for this person to do some quote unquote crazy shit. And if you are afraid that they can manifest you, then that is definitely leaving the door open for things to appear as if someone else has power over you, which again brings it back to this person having power, which is you not having power over your situation. So if you want to have power over your situation, you need to have power over your words. Your words are manifesting your world in every single moment of every single day. They always have been, they always will be till the day you die. And then I don't know what's beyond that. So if you don't want a crazy ex to be able to break you and your partner up, then you need to, and you want to have the strongest relationship possible, then your thoughts need to be about the strongest relationship possible. You have the strongest relationship. You are already in the strongest relationship possible. We couldn't be any tighter. We are meant for each other. They are dedicated. We're dedicated. We love each other. We're here for each other. We can withstand anything. And even saying that, be careful as I'm saying that, like, we can withstand anything, to me in my head also like kind of calls things to like prove that you can withstand it. So even beyond that, like we're strong, we're solid. This is stable. There's stability here. We're committed. Like words about permanence and like structural integrity, like stuff like that kind of those kind of notions are where you need to put your thoughts, aka your affirmations, which are the same exact thing, and your words that you speak, and your behaviors, the way that you react to things. All of those things are affirming your reality, and therefore creating what comes next for you. So if you don't want this shit to happen, you need to be erase when this kind of stuff comes up. I have videos about removing a third party. Check out removing a third party and rewriting your SP. Both of those videos are going to be valid for you. I hope that answers your question. Somebody just talked about vegan. Oh, okay. Vegan butter and vegan chicken powder. You're talking about mashed potatoes, putting the vegan chicken powder in the mashed potatoes. I'm intrigued. I'm going to try that. I love being vegan. Okay, thanks. All right. Someone was talking about Chad. Are you asking me personally? Or are you asking like in general? Can you withstand stress? Can you withstand vampires? You mean like energy vampires? Like you give your attention away. It's not taken or excuse me, your energy. We give our energy to shit. It's not taken by things. Right? So like if we give our energy to something, that's when it would be leaving us. Like a person isn't taking your attention away, or excuse me, your energy away from them. You're putting your attention on them. Therefore, you're putting your energy there. Orion, I have a video about manifesting a celebrity as well. Leanne linked the remove a third party video. Thank you. Melissa says, hi, Roxy. I'm hoping to get you my question. There it is. I held space for someone for a year while still dating others. After a year of no contact, should I give up on an SP? What's your advice? Okay, so it's kind of vague. So I'm assuming that you're approaching the like only, and I'm okay, and I am assuming. So give me some clarity, like, because where this takes me to is reminding me of clients who, when they're asking if they can date other people, like, is it okay for me to date other people while manifesting an SP? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me, is it okay? Like, to me, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. I can't do anything. I literally don't care what you do in your world. Like, as long as you're not harming people or yourself, like, what, I don't, like, go do whatever you want. But if you think that dating other people is either bad for your SP or makes you have to pause your SP, or you keep affirming that you have no contact with your SP and that's why you got to date other people or something of that nature, then you're creating separation. You can absolutely date as many people as you want and manifest an SP if you realize that, like, you are so abundant in love. Like, damn, your world is abundant. Look how many people love and want to express love to you. And like, and you can be around another person romantically and enjoy being around them and revel in the way it feels to be romantically involved with somebody, and not simultaneously think, oh, but this is a problem because I have a blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Like, don't go there. Don't go to Butt Town. Like, just say, I have so much love in my life and it's really fucking great. I really enjoy being loved or being held or going on dates or being treated or doted upon, or like, don't put the qualifier on it that would imply or intend that it's not okay, and just say that it's okay. Julia, I manifested my SP. We're together in a beautiful relationship and we're going on vacation just like I manifested. Yes, girl. Please leave some tips in the chat for your peeps if you feel so inclined. Ed, let's see. I think Ed said, I don't know if that question was for me or if you're talking to people in the chat. It's like you're creating a third party situation in a way. What are you talking about? Vanessa says, famous people are normal people. Just take them off the pedestal and put yourself on the pedestal. Yes. And thanks, Vanessa, because we're having a Take Them Off the Pedestal live workshop this Wednesday, 3 p.m. PST, live via Zoom, I should say. And it's the first of 3 workshops this summer. And this one's about taking people off the pedestal, putting yourself up there. Or not. You know, nobody has to be on it. It's up to you. But either way, choosing it for yourself and not like letting your 3D tell you like what you have to settle for or what you have to fix through manifestation, right? Liza says, Roxy, do I still do music? I do. I'm working on I don't know how, it's not necessarily like a positive affirmations album or a manifestation album, but it is a music album with all singing, for specifically, you know, content wise is about knowing, understanding, accepting, and using your power as a conscious creator. I'm going to start recording on that probably. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but shit comes up. Probably going to start recording maybe next week or the week after, recording the final vocals. I also have, okay, you guys know that, you know, the money track I put out that's like an hour long where I'm just like, it's like, I'm just 10 affirmations over and over, like, you know, with like wealth affirmations. So Malachi and I made like 5 of those. So we're putting out, that album's going to be on iTunes soonish. I know I've been saying that for months, but it really is. We were finishing all the tracks. So that's coming out on iTunes soon. And then I have another one that I'm starting to make that's kind of a hybrid that I created, and it's like singing affirmations. It's different from my album because those are like actual songs, like, you know, verses and choruses, bridges and stuff like that, versus like this new thing I just started working on this weekend was like sung affirmations, and they're just like on a loop. So that I may put out in between now and when my album actually comes out, just to kind of like kind of like create that bridge of like going from the affirmations to, to like the more musical stuff, and then to the sung affirmations, and then to like the actual like manifesting singing album, I guess. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. Music is like the thing that makes me feel complete as a person. So being able to bring it into, I always thought that these two things had to be separate. So being able to bring it to this venue is really exciting for me and Malachi and stuff. So it's very very fulfilling to us as musicians. My favorite decade of music. I love the 60s. I'm obsessed with 60s music. Like doo-wop, Phil Spector, Wall of Sound type stuff. Girl groups like Supremes, the Shrills, the Ronettes, the Shangri-Las, Leslie Gore, that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. That's like my favorite. I also love 90s music. I grew up in the 90s, so I love grunge, 90s R&B, 90s pop, all that stuff. And I like some, like Coheed and Cambria is my favorite band in the entire world. I've seen them like over 20 times. Absolutely love them and obsessed with them. So I listen to like some classic rock and some like 80s shit. Obviously like all of the singing divas, Mariah, Whitney, that kind of stuff, because I'm a singer. Madonna, I love Madonna. MJ, again, 90s. Okay. Melody, what if third parties are also manifesting? It doesn't matter in your reality, because in your reality, you're the only one that has the manifestational power. They are operating within their reality on their terms where they get all the power, and it has nothing to do with yours. You will never, ever be in their reality, much like they'll never actually be in your reality. They're just reflections of you. So all people in all of your realities, each one of you, are doing what you say people do. They fulfill the roles that you have written and decided to be true about people over the course of your life. And so the way that you expect people to behave, act, react, yada, 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 in the world, people have to show up and validate those expectations and definitions. So if you think your third party's manifesting, then they are. Just don't give them that power. Like, they can manifest in their reality. Great. Don't care about your reality. I will never be there. So what the fuck do I care what you're doing in it? You know? Like, if you manifest me in your reality, it's not me. So whoever they do manifest in their reality doesn't really matter, because it doesn't affect you at all, because it can't affect you all, because it's not you. It's a projection of you from them, much like they are a projection of them from you. When is the album coming out? Depends on how. Every time I set deadlines for myself for things like this, it just puts like unnecessary pressure. I don't know when it's going to come out. I hope it comes out like by the fall. We'll just see how, like, if I just like blast through the recording process, then it could probably be done in a couple months. I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be out when it's out, though. It's just going to be really good. I'm really excited. I'm really, really proud of it. And I can't wait for it to be out. And like, I'm excited. I can't wait to like be able to listen to it like mixed and like mastered and like sounding good, and like listen to it on big speakers. And just like, I'm just really excited. How can you manifest a text really quickly? Not need it at all. And especially not need it quickly. You already got the text. Why would you need a text you already got? That's where you have to go. Okay. Allie, you're identifying with having BPD. Listen, if you have BPD symptoms in your body, that's your body doing it. But every time you identify as someone having BPD, then you're setting yourself up for everything that comes along with that. And you don't have to define yourself as someone with that. Like, you can deal with it without affirming that you have it. And that's just some advice that I would personally do. Hi, Moon. Glad you're here. The moon is here, guys. The one. Famous. Am I going to add 438M? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Julia says, I have really bad anxiety when it comes to disloyalty. First of all, don't affirm that. I feel very trusting of the people around me. I feel very trusting of the situations in my life. I trust my life. I feel safe. I have stability. The universe takes care of me. I'm always taken care of. I have trustworthy people in my life. You said you always switch out these bad thoughts with, is that enough? How do I get a safe feeling about my SP always being always loyal? Yeah, you have to start to learn to trust. You have to start to learn to trust yourself. Say that you do. Even saying like, I'm open to trust. I'm open to changing. I'm willing to trust. And then affirming that you are safe. And like, if safety is your deal, then you really need to like be on top of safety affirmations and make sure that you're not using any language that describes danger or disloyalty or fear or apprehension or worry or blocking yourself off or preparing for the worst or any of that shit, because it's just gonna allow it to come through. You have to stay on top. Like, whatever is going on in your mind is going to show up in your world, period. That's it. There's no fucking way around it. So if you have those fears in your head, get them out of there for sure. And then deal with the root cause of like, where is that emotion coming from? What wound is being opened up constantly that you have to, or whatever is being or kept open, whatever is allowing you or causing you to react this way. Deal with that too. You got to deal with the root cause as well. Coco Avery, how do you manifest a text and not need it? I have a video about manifesting a text. Check that out, because it's like, I already talked about it. But if you need something, that implies you don't have it. The world is a mirror. If you keep saying, I don't have what I want, you will never fucking have it. So if you want a text, the way to get it is to stop saying you need it. Say that you got it so that you can have that reflected back in your mirror. Sorry. Not that's with love. It's just sometimes it's just, energy. Oh, are we going to add 438 megahertz to your tracks also? Yeah, they are all created with the sound and the hertz, the frequencies, all that. That's all Malachi. He does all that shit, but he is definitely into and doing that because that's part of what we're doing. So the sounds that we use, we're very careful with. We want to make sure that we're not putting anything in the tones or in the sounds that like we don't like if we don't know what it's saying or like what it sounds like. So we're very much being conscious and cautious of what we're using and being very like conscious in an artistic and caring way. Like we want there to be like the healing and the tones and the frequencies and shit and stuff like that. That's gonna help elevate it with the lyrical content. Bonnie says, I did it, y'all. I went general. I didn't get too discouraged. I trusted the universe and manifested a great man. He is especially perfect, or excuse me, epically perfect for me. I love that. Epically perfect for me. That's amazing. I love that. Great affirmation. He's epically perfect for me. It will happen. Anything your heart desires will come to you. That's amazing. Stazer Gaming says, self-concept and stability has opened my eyes to manifest. Yes, exactly. I had no contact with my SP and I don't give a fuck at it. And I don't give a fuck attitude towards him. Now he's always messaging me, LOL. And okay, and it's like, it's not about being callously like, oh, I don't fucking care about you. It's like, you have to put the care on yourself to make yourself be at the point where you can manifest them the right way. If you don't deal with the problems, or the issues within you that are manifesting them at their shitty version, they will always find a way to fill that fucking shitty role that you keep defining for them because you haven't changed yourself. Stop salting the food. Thanks, Stazor. Stazor. However, many ways I can try to say it. Okay. Okay, the other thing about manifesting text, okay, thanks, Hayuka, for reminding me. The other thing about manifesting text messages is that is micromanaging at its finest, and you don't like that's you're lying to yourself if you think you just want a text message. You want everything that comes along with the text message, whoever the person the text message is attached to, or whatever story the text message is attached to. It's not about the text message, because I'm sure your phone goes off all the time with fucking shit that you don't care about. So you gotta be in the having of the thing you want in order for it to come to you. That's just how it works. We know that. If you're in a lack state, that's why you don't have what you want, period. If you're not getting a text, stop acting like you don't have your text. Stop acting like it's the end of the world. It's not. You're fine. At least you need to say that in order to get what you want and need. You have to imply that everything is okay for it to be okay. If you keep saying it's not okay, then it has to reflect that. Do I listen to affirmations all day long? Kind of. Like, yes and no. Like, I definitely listen to affirmations every day at some point. I listen to, but I always have something going on. So, like, if it's not affirmations, then it'll be like healing tones, you know, or like something positive. Like, I rarely, like, if I watch content that's not for the betterment of my mental state, my emotional state, then it's like, when I'm having lunch, I'll like maybe like watch a video of somebody like Aphrodite. Like, Aphrodite put out a new tarot video today, and I saw it when I turned on YouTube. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch that later. Or like at night, I'll watch like whatever shows I'm watching, which like right now is like the only thing I can really. Oh no, I'll tell you what I'm watching. I'm watching Drag Race, all of the seasons. I've been watching it just over and over and just starting over. Right now I'm on season 4, and we're watching the newest season of All Stars, of course. And I've been starting to watch some of season of the Untucked. Okay, and then we're watching the Mysterious Benedict Society, because that was the book that I like accidentally manifested. I like bought that book probably like 10 years ago, and I never read it, and then I randomly just felt compelled to go look for a book a couple weeks ago, and just happened to pick that one up. And then after I started reading it and getting into the series, I found out they were making a show about it. It just aired this last week, and it was really good. So that's exciting. We're watching Loki with my girl Tara Strong. She is doing a voice. She's the Mrs. What is it? The time? Mrs. Minutes. And we're watching Rick and Morty just started over. I feel like there's one more. I can't remember. Because nobody asked. That's why I'm telling you what shows I'm watching. And then other than that, I'm listening to affirmations or watching healing tones. Sometimes we'll watch like vegan YouTubers, and I do watch tarot videos sometimes, like B. Lucille or Aphrodite. The Burger Dude is a good vegan channel if you're wondering, and Sauce Stash is another one we like to watch. I don't know why I just told you guys that. Somebody was wondering. Shanti says I should do a review of Drag Race. Maybe I should. And Rue is a Scorpio. Oh, I know. I love Rue. I love her. I had pictures of Rue on my wall when I was like in 7th grade. I've always loved her. Like even back in the 90s when she was like on like daytime TV. Okay. Jasmine says, Dear Roxy, can you please give some advice on manifesting your dream life while in the middle of a mess? Okay, first things first, you cannot call it a mess, because that just keeps it messy. So disidentify with it. It was always like the first step of whatever we're talking about. So it's an opportunity to get things going in the direction you've always wanted them to. So it's a gift. You're in a period of a gift, in a transition, and that's amazing. So treat it as a gift, because that's what it is. And when you figure out what it is that you want, what would be the best case scenario? Like, what would you actually, if you could pick anything, what would it look like? And then start placing yourself there mentally and emotionally while you are still in your physical 3D reality. In your mind, you are either in or conscious of the fact that you are moving to that very reality that you chose. And so you're switching your thoughts over from the ones that are currently manifesting, which are all of them, your current reality. So anything that describes your current reality or reacts to it, says that it's a mess, says that it sucks, says that you need to manifest out of it, yada, yada, yada. All that stuff needs to be replaced with the thoughts that talk about your new reality that you chose, how great it is, how blessed you are, how much you love your life, how everything's working out for you, how wonderful it is, how great the people are around you, how you love your living situation, how you have so much money and you have so much abundance and you have everything you need and everything's all great and the universe has your back, blah, 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 all that stuff. That's where you go with it. And you say that stuff no matter what's happening around you. Even if your 3D world keeps showing you what you don't want, who cares? Who cares? Stop affirming it. You can't keep telling the same old story and expect it to change. It just does not work. It is a mirror. You need to act like it, period. Elena, I like the question because, like, how do you know you have a solid self-concept? Were there any how did I know when I had a solid self-concept? Were there any indicators? Well, it's because I was going to answer your question is, I thought you said, how do you know when you have a solid self-concept? Are there any indicators? That's why my brain thought I saw. And I was going to say, yeah, when you don't have to ask that question. When you can say, I have a good self-concept, I have a solid self-concept. It's you affirm you have self-concept. You affirm self-love. You affirm worthiness. That's how you get it, is by affirming it, instead of affirming that you don't have it or you don't know how to do it or you know what I mean? Or you are the old version. Like it starts by just saying it instead of saying the old stuff every time. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna go on a limb here and try to say this. Is this what time is? Okay, Lorwa Broy Flaramon. I hope I said that right. I'm in advertising. How should I disconnect from market research and not accidentally internalize or affirm the research while creating the ads? Hope this makes sense. I really like the question. It's interesting. So, okay. Ed said this earlier. I don't know if he was saying about something else, but like energetic condom is what I call it. It's like getting the facts, I guess, is good because then you kind of know where your set point is, like where your neutral zone is. So if that's where your neutral zone is, then you know where, and then just pick where you want to go with it. And then when you're creating the ads, I'm going to just make something completely up right now because I have no clue what the fuck we could be talking about. So let's just say we're talking about Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola's demographic is marketed towards 14 to 27-year-old males and females, I don't know. And you want to make an ad that is going to speak to the crowd that is 65 or older. So I don't fucking, I'm just literally, I don't know, pulling this out of my ass. So what I would do then is like make up a story that fits the narrative that makes sense to you, but also gets you where you want to go. So like, okay, here's a few. They're just coming through it now. I'm really good at advertising. I'm really good at connecting with the markets or the audiences that I am speaking to. My messages always get conveyed to those who are meant to hear it. My messages span across multiple different genres, or what do they call them? What do you call them? Demographics. Demographics, it doesn't matter. Demographics, I never heard of her because all of my ads land immediately. I have the top percentage of whatever it is in your field. I don't know how you say it. Literally whatever, what would be like if you were the top advertiser in your firm and every campaign that you were a part of or launched was super duper successful, what sentences would be said about your work or your job or your ability to do that? Those sentences are your affirmations. That's what you say now, even though you necessarily might not be that physical reality, but why even affirm that? Because you already are there. And that's your story. And so when you're creating the ads, you are saying, I'm connecting with, and I'll give you a real life example of how I do it is like, and I just started doing this. So like, I talked about this last week too. As a singer, I've used to be very hard on myself, and like, you know, I could have a 4-hour performance and I would be thinking about like the one thing that I fucked up on, like for the whole night, for the whole week until like the next week's performance. And then I would be thinking about the one thing I fucked up there, you know, the one thing. So, and I'd be like really hard on myself. I used to be like that. So now I'm very what's the word? Conscious of saying things like, you know, I'm a great singer. I always hit the right notes. I'm always in tune. I'm a great songwriter. My lyrics are like moving, and I write like, you know, incredible songs that change people's life, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't really matter. I'm saying that kind of stuff now. Like as I'm creating, I'm also saying things like when I'm just producing and shit, I'm saying things like, damn, I make millions of dollars for this. I'm making so much money just doing this. I make so much money from my music. Damn, I'm making so much money doing this. And not because it's all about music, but just because I think as artists, we tend to like always kind of like put ourselves down and put ourselves down and put ourselves down. And so I just like want to make sure that when I am creating, I'm using that headspace and that time where I'm like disconnected to my most creative place to use my affirmations in a really deliberate and beneficial way that's going to help my music career versus being like, I hope this sounds good. I hope I like this. It fucking sucks. You know, all that bullshit that we might normally do. I'm like, bitch, this sounds amazing. This shit is life changing. Oh my God, they're going to love it. Like I have to say that stuff because why wouldn't I? You know, like that's what I want to manifest. So that's how I do it with music. I would just do that with whatever you're creating ever. Okay. Oh, Sana, is Love Island over? Somebody asked if my hair is naturally curly. Yes, it is. This is my like I didn't really get good curls last night because I like took a shower too at the wrong time of day and didn't get them to like form before I went to bed and stuff. So it's just a little bit of a mess. It's just a frizzy mess today, but yes, it is natural. Okay. Avi says, Roxy, I'm doing a reading for you and you have Ace of Pentacles. Okay, cool. Empress, the Star, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. Okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah. And I do have work coming and it is going to be good. I have definitely things that I'm working on that I'm not going to talk about just yet, but that definitely makes sense. And that's, thank you. I appreciate it. That's good. Cool. I will accept that reading. Thank you. Oh, Grammy accepts it too. Hi. All right, here you go. I prepare my lapith for you to sitteth. I know. Here we go. She says, I prepareth my butteth for you to scratcheth. Yes, this is what she wants. Okay. You're silly. Where's Brandon? Where's your friend? Oh, excuse. Thank you. Where is Brandon today? Brandon? Where are you? Okay. Okay. Elisa, you're very kind. Thank you. You're so sweet. Oh yeah, just to take a little reminder here. Okay. That we are having our Take Them Off the Pedestal live workshop this Wednesday. It's just in 2 days from now, almost exactly 48 hours. 48 hours and 45 minutes from this very moment on the fucking dot. So you got 48 hours and 45 minutes to grab tickets to that event if you would like to be there live. If you can't make it live, there will be a recording mailed to you within about 48-ish hours. I'm sorry. And And RoxyTalks.com, or if you're in the YouTube chat, Dina linked it in the chat there, so you can just go right there to sign up for it. That's happening on Wednesday. Take them off the pedestal. Live workshop. There will be chances for live coaching with me on the call, but they're not guaranteed for everybody. There will be very limited. Oh, there's Brandon. Okay, you're here. Where's Malachite? Malachite, excuse me. Malachite is getting his hair done right now. I know. Where are you? Yep, you're just right here, just getting petted and scratched on. She's living her best life. Gabby, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Chillosaurus Rex fan. Yay. Thank you. Did the SP workshop 3D cycle for 15 years was on and off. Okay. I am decreeing and affirming differently now because I am done with the cycle. The commitment is mine and he is mine, period. Guidance. Girl, keep doing what you're doing. Lean into it. Like, you made the decision, so you have to like keep making that decision. I've kind of said this before with some things. It's like sometimes we can make decisions and like we just snap and we're done. Like, we realize something about whatever situation and we're like, oh, okay, this is how it is now, and I'm forever changed on how I view this situation. And those are the things that like come easy to us. Those are things that like we can like instantly manifest because we're not like holding on to it. But when you have something that like is a deep-rooted belief that you're undoing, it's like you have to like keep deciding over and over and over to pick that reality. And then you have to decide again, because sometimes we forget that we already changed our mind and we already decided, oh, actually, no, I'm not doing that anymore. So my advice to you would be like, figure out what have you decided that's your new deal, your new reality, your new pattern, and then like, put it up somewhere physically on the wall that you can see it, or carry it around in your pocket, or give yourself like a reminder, like an alarm every day that you set, or a couple of times a day or something like that. So where you can remember to keep deciding and keep deciding and keep deciding and keep deciding until the decision is second nature and is no longer up in the air, I guess I would say. And so you want to keep telling yourself that whatever reality you have chosen is happening and unfolding around you. And you said you're decreeing and affirming differently now. I love it, because you're done with that cycle. So if you're done with that cycle, then let's start you on a new one that you never have to get off of constantly decreeing and affirming the right stuff, being committed. You want the commitment from him. That means I want you to commit to this new cycle. You need to commit to yourself, commit to the new way of thinking. That's for everybody. If you want commitment from your person, then you need to commit yourself to your new way of thinking in order to bring it in. That's the way you get commitment, is by committing yourself to committed, and commitment like thoughts, right? Pick commitment sounding stuff, use the word commitment a lot, and be committed to committing yourself to commitment. Get what I'm saying? Be commitment in, and so you're expecting it on the out. And just keep going. The biggest advice I can say to you is like, don't ever stop, and treat every day like it's the first day of day one of 30 days of alignment. And that was for me just now. And not that it was for all of us, but that was definitely, I also was speaking to myself in that moment, is like, we should be treating and Leanne or Dina, can you send me this? Treat every single day like it's day one of mindset. No. Treat every day like it's day one of 30 days of alignment. And that's going to be, I want to personally work on that every single day. Or, day 5 or something like that, where you're like, I am fucking in this and nothing is going to stop me. Like that kind of every day committing yourself to bringing the good feeling emotions and the good feeling stories, because why not? Why wouldn't you? And I do this myself. So I'm yelling at myself right now. It's like, why do we have those days where we're like, I don't care. I'm not going to be in a good mood. Fuck you, self. Like, no, this person did that. This thing's not working out. I'm stressed because of this reason. I'm worried because of this thing. I don't feel right because of this. And I don't care if I should be meditating. I don't care if I should be saying my affirmations. I don't care if I need to put my fucking phone down and do something else that makes me feel better. I don't care. I'm going to just be stubborn to myself and just, nope, I'm telling my old story. I don't care. It's hard. I do it too, and we need to stop fucking doing that shit. It's very childish, and it's why we're not progressing as far as we could. And now we're going to clean that up and say we are all so good at remembering every single day to treat our life like a gift in a new spirit, in something new to be excited about, because that's really what it is. Like every day is a gift and every day is new, and you can do something new and beautiful and amazing for yourself every single day. You don't have to wallow in the bullshit you don't like. None of us do. We don't have to. It is a choice, even if it feels like we are, just succumbing to our 3D reality. The succumbing is where the choice is. Okay. Hi. Thank you, Leanne. Leanne just posted the Get Them to Commit video. Oh, wait, we had super chats come through. Let me try to get back to that. Brooke from New Zealand. Ah, yes. Any tips for manifest an apartment with rent of my choice? Okay, yes. I watched my I manifested a house video. Go there just because like I've done it myself. And here's the other thing. Okay. Decide what you want. And like, okay, I need, I want this many bedrooms, this many thing. We need a yard. We need this. We need a blah, 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 blah. 2222, guys. Everyone wants that. It's 222. Yay. Okay. We're magic. And if you're in the West, the PST zone, pick what it is that you want. It's got to be this, 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 and this. And then know that whatever place you're finding is going to have all those things. And then you'll know that it's the right place because it'll have all the things and you'll feel it. Like I was manifesting a house for a while. And the second I walked in here, I knew it. I was like, this is the fucking house. Where's the paperwork? Sign me up. And then they tried to deny me. And I was like, sorry, I already picked it. I already moved in. You're just going to have to reevaluate. And they did. And here I am. And I know they are so glad that they rented to us, because a month after we moved in, Corona happened. So they lucked out. And I was affirming also that we were their favorite tenants, and they're so glad they rented to us. And I know that shit's true. They always got their rent. They always got it on time. Never had to worry about anything. We take care of the fucking house. Anyways, aside from that, my point is you are, oh my God, what happened? I need my lint roller again. You are the best tenant they could ask for. You are who they're looking for. They want to rent to you. They're so excited that you have finally come along. You're the person they've been looking for. And it's your choice where you get to live. It's not, I'm just going to live where they're going to let me. I'm going to pick the right place. It's going to come to me exactly the right moment of time. It's going to come exactly when I need it, how I need it, and the amount of money that I need it. Probably even less, because I'm so abundant. I'm going to have leftover money, which is really great. Not even leftover money. Not leftover money. I have an abundance of money. But either way, right now, what I'm doing is finding the perfect place to live, and I love it. I'm so excited to move into my place. And like, visualize yourself signing your lease and saying, this is the perfect place. Visualize yourself putting the key in the door and like coming in and being like, this is my place. I manifested. I did it. Like, I literally thought of every single possible avenue that I could think of to signify that this place I'm sitting in right now was mine a year and a half ago, before I had it, before when they tried to tell me I couldn't have it. I said, no, that's weird because it's already mine. So it's going to be really weird if you try to renting it to somebody else, because I already live there. And I just I wouldn't take no for an answer energetically. And it was like, I made the decision that this was my place. There was nothing that was going to stop it. And that's just how it was. That's what happened. So check out my video, like pick your story and then stick to it. No matter what happens, like, you got to push through those times when it feels like it's not working, because it's almost like that's your test to prove that you actually really are in your 3D reality. And like, if you're somebody that I love that is very close to me on my team, and you keep finding yourself going only so far before your old reality just makes itself too known for you to keep pushing through, that's the fucking problem. And you need to keep pushing through even when it feels hard. And it's the opposite. You cannot give up and admit your defeat. Or excuse me, if you're going to admit your defeat, do it in a way that's that is empowering for you. Whereas, you know what? I give up on trying to force this into submission. I'm actually just going to focus on being happy, and I'm not going to worry about what 3D tells me. I'm not going to worry what comes my way, and I'm not going to worry how it shows up, because I know that that is what makes things suck in my fucking life, is the constant worrying and saying that it's not working out and reacting to my 3D world. So I'm going to work really fucking hard on, if something happens in my 3D world, that's my cue. That shit is actually happening for me, and I have to pretend extra fucking hard now. Keep going. Stop giving up when it feels like it's not, like, stop giving up. I love you guys. So, not saying that you, Brooke, are giving up, but what it is, you know, just tell the story you want and push through it no matter what happens. If you find the perfect place and you get rejected, or they say you can't have it, good. That means they have already chosen you. It's already yours. Start packing, bitch. And probably start packing already. Start clearing things out like you're moving. Act like it. You know, like you if you are somebody that's moving, if you have chosen a reality where you're moving into your perfect place and it's everything you've ever wanted, and you know that from now, right now, I am the person who is moving into my perfect place, then start acting like it. Start cleaning your shit up. Clean your closets out. Purge some shit. Bring your friends over and let them go through your stuff. Like, whatever is going to, like, start to simulate the story that I am moving to my perfect place and it is happening now. Do that. And then use your affirmations to do that too, and keep telling the story. And if anything comes up that feels like it's contradictory, keep fucking pushing through it. So what? Yep, Crammy seconds it. And that was a faint one, a faint little meow. I'm going to put Mara's comment up on the screen because Sane Girl says, my 30-day challenge turned into a journey. So did mine. I'm 2 years into it. Actually, what is this, June? Technically, it would be almost through my first official 30 days 2 years ago in a couple days. On Wednesday, the day of our live workshop. Take them off the pedestal is happening on the 2-year anniversary of me completing the 30 days of alignment. Great. Astika, do you have to take inspired action, or do we expect what we want to come into our lives and just come into it? Both. Hold on, Leanne, I love you, Leanne. Leanne's new to the team. She's like, new shirt idea. Roxy yelled at me. I'm here for the yelling. And then Dina's like, Leah, we've been trying to get her to make, I just got yelled at by Roxy Talks shirts. Leanne, okay, we talked about merch. I already made the, I got yelled at by Roxy Talks graphic. Like, I just need to, like, actually put it into the merch thing. So yes, we're doing it. Leanne's gonna help me get my merch back on track. I just had so much on my plate. It's been, like, getting pushed to the back burner. Same with, like, the recording of the album. That's just kind of what happened. So now that, you know, we have our team is a bit more robust right now, we have more people that can kind of help out, and I can focus on more of the creative side. So definitely more merch is coming. And yeah, I'm excited. Do I watch reality TV? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, Jersey Shore. That's one of the things I'm watching. I always watch Jersey Shore. I don't know why. They're infectious. Astika, yes, I do. It's like called Manifesting 101 or something like that. I do have a law of attraction intro video. It was like literally the very first video posted on this channel. Okay, I'm gonna try to crime thick content. One of those two. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, my SP reappeared, but they're dating someone. What do I do from here? You got to work on your own self-worth stuff. You need to work on whatever it is that's within you that's manifesting people that are unavailable to you, right? So just in your sentence, that shows me 2 times this person has been unavailable to you. For whatever reason that they had disappeared, your own programming, fears, worries, doubts, insecurities, and yada, 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 set the stage for them to be pushed away or pushed out of your life. That's the one of them. And then the second one, now that they're dating someone else, that's like 2 ways of them not being available to you emotionally or physically. And so I always do this. That's my symbol, arm's length distance. Whatever you have, your own like trauma or pain or history or patterns, whatever within you that protects you from people like leaving, is basically like kind of at the like just to get the very base level of it. It's usually what it looks like. It's like, if you don't let them in too deep, they can't uproot the whole system if they leave. That's the way I say it. So your subconscious is manifesting distance, physical distance, emotional distance from you and anything that you might deem as like good or it depends on like if it's about self-worth, like your worthiness, you're not good enough for the relationship or something like that at the base level, or if it's like the way that you're defining relationships is there's always going to be someone that takes it away, or again at the end of the day that comes from that goes down to worth too, self-worth. A lot of people that are like my, I don't want to call them I'll call them my contemporaries, but like Louise Hay and like Dr. Joe Dispenza, like people that are like way up, that are high in the field, talk about how like self-worth is really like the base of all issues. It's like at the bottom of it. It's like the worthiness of yourself to like have what you want, but it comes cloaked in all these different like disguises. So self-worth stuff, self-care is where I would focus for you. And yeah, what did I say? Self-help. That came out for a reason. You got to deal with whatever wound is within you that is still manifesting this distance for you in your life, and why you are creating situations to where you're not getting close enough to people for them to harm you. Like that's usually what it boils down to, is that like if you don't let people in close enough, then they can't hurt you as bad as if they were closer, because inevitably everyone's going to leave, or good things don't last, or they're always something's going to take them away, or you never get chosen first, or whatever your kind of baseline thought is that has to do with your worth thing, is just manifesting this kind of situation over and over. So change the way you talk about this person, rewrite the story. Check out my video on rewriting your SP. That's going to be definitely important, but also you need to get at your base level of stuff within you, because it's still going to be manifesting. So there's 2 rewrite your SP videos. One of them is like an old school YouTube face-to-face video, and the other one is a podcast episode. The podcast episode gives you like a 3-step like breakdown of how to do it. Okay, and we have other super chats coming through. Let me try to get up on these. Saloni, hello, says, hi, what can I affirm if I haven't heard back from an interview with a big company, Miss Your Pretty Face? Oh, I appreciate you. I hope you're doing good, babe. Okay. What can I affirm if I haven't heard back from an interview with a big company? Understand that whether or not you get that job is to your benefit. If you get it, fuck yeah. If you don't get it, fuck yeah. Because all it is doing, you interviewing for that job opened a door for you that you may not realize, that is either with that company or somewhere else. You just don't realize that the door is open yet because you haven't reached the doorway, basically. So just keep going forward knowing I'm completely fulfilled. I love what I do. I make so much, or I have so much money. I'm so abundant. I'm completely fulfilled in the job I do, or like go to the end of being completely satisfied with what you do throughout the day, or what you do for a career, or what you do for money, or however you're telling yourself, you're completely fulfilled. You love what you do. You love your life. You love what you do every single day. It's bringing out the best in you. You're connecting with people, or you're helping people, whatever it is that you want to do. You're doing that really well because you're so fulfilled, and you're compensated so well for it, and everybody loves you and loves what you do, and they're happy to have you on the team. That's where you need to go, and then not worry about the interview or anything like that. Obviously, you can do visualizations. Oh, I heard back from them. I did. Yes. Like, go there with it too. Same, watch my apartment video and use the same, use the techniques for how when they told me that I didn't get my house, I was like, nope, sorry. Use that with your job. Like, visualize yourself getting the job in as many ways as you can. Getting an email, getting a phone call, telling your friend, telling your mom, signing the paperwork, finding your social security card so you can give them, so you can fill out your W-2s, filling out your W-2s, coming home from work and being like so satisfied, leaving for work, waking up in the morning and being like, oh my God, here we go, getting ready for work. Like literally all the things that signify I got a new job. Do those visually, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and like tell the story with your affirmations, and don't worry about how it's going to come out about or when. Just be of it. Because you and your ideal reality is not thinking, oh, I'm waiting for this email from this job I'm already at. Is my husband listening to my live stream? Babe, are you around? Are you around? Are you listening, or are you in the house? Leanne linked the SP rewrite video. Thanks, Leanne. Mervin Saab says, I was scared about the idea of manifesting consciously and getting what you want, but actually things manifesting in your life without you knowing is scarier. So it's good to know we can control it. I agree. I know a lot of people say that, like, oh, it's so scary to know I'm in control of it all. It's all happening in my thoughts. Me, I'm like, thank God. Oh, you mean it's just been me this whole time? Thank God. Right? If it's just you the whole time, you don't have to worry about anything else except for yourself. Again, that video of that little girl putting on her seatbelt? Worry about yourself, Dad. Put on your own fucking seatbelt, man. Worry about yourself. That's how it is. Worry about yourself. Who cares what your SP is doing? They're doing what you think they're doing. So if you're worrying about them, then they are going to have to do shit for you to worry about. Said with love. I know it sounded really mean. I guess my husband is not listening to the live stream. Because do I have my phone? Oh, I do. I'm going to text him. Who should I call him? I'm just going to call him. Okay. Or do I hold out for 20 more minutes? Yeah, I can hold out. Okay. I'm just going to text him then. And if he can come, that'd be great. Yay, love you. Okay. Okay. What about revising the job you got there last week? What does that mean? What do you mean? Revise it. Say it's something different, and say it's what you want it to be. Allie, how to manifest an apology from your mother. Check out my video. What is it called? Dina, help me out. It's like when your friends and family don't support you. It's talking about rewriting your family and how to get conversations with them. But like, if you want an apology from your mother, first thing first, make the peace in your mind. Visualize the apology, give the apology to yourself energetically, and then kind of drop the subj. The subj. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. Simeon says, hi, Roxy. Just wanted to drop in and thank you. And this is a super chat, so thank you. Hi, babe. Thank you. I was like, do I hold out for 20 more minutes? I was like, I don't know if I can. Ariana had a super chat. Okay, I'll get to it in just a moment. Sorry. Okay, just wanted to drop in and say thank you, Simeon. Thank you. Just booked a co-star role on a Netflix show after completing your 30 days of alignment. I am legit tearing up. I hope it's spoken to your channel. Wow. Okay, when it comes out, can you please let us know so we can all watch you? Please let us know. That's amazing. So excited. Okay. Ariana. Thanks, Fama. I love you. Thank you. Ariana, can you type your chat or your question again? I can't find it. And I will. Okay, hold on. Where is she? Is it how do I manifest a specific person more quickly than I have in the past? I successfully manifested an SP 6 months after I forgot about him, which is depressing. LOL, I don't want that to happen again. Okay. So, how do I manifest a specific person more quickly than I have in the past? First of all, your past is irrelevant. First thing you need to do is understand that your past is a series of snapshots of moments that you are choosing to carry around with you in every single moment. You can let them go. They do not define you. Every single millisecond of reality, of life is a new reality you're moving through. So if you think that your past matters or is attached to you, that's when and why it does. And is because you have literally taken it with you. But you can, if you understand that the past is just a snapshot of a reality, just like the future moments are. It's the past and the future are the exact same thing. When you are thinking of a past memory and visualizing your future, you're making essentially what I call a future memory. So when you visualize your future, you're doing the same thing as you do when you remember the past. It is the exact same thing. So if you use your past to dictate what you do in your present, you will always find yourself back in the same cycles, the same situations, similar situations, because you think that your past defines who you are or matters or keeps you stuck or is part of your story, and it's not. Okay, so who gives a fuck how long it took? You successfully manifested a person. That's where that sentence ends. So period. I don't care how long it took. Why are you counting the minutes? When you count the minutes, you push things away from you. Every time you look at the clock and wonder how long something is taking and why it's not here, you've just pushed it away again. Every single time you notice it's not here or how long it's been, you've just pushed it away again. And if you're doing that over and over and over again, you're just never getting close enough to you. And if it does, we better push it away again. Oh God, it's close. Push it away again. Oh God, it got closer. Push it away again. Okay. Again, going out to somebody who I love very dearly. Quit pushing the shit away. So the story of I successfully manifested an SPA after 6 months after I forgot about him, which is depressing. No, it's not. That's fucking encouraging. You successfully manifested a person. Great. The reason why it took you forgetting about him is because when you think thoughts of that person, they are not thoughts that describe them as being with you in the best possible way. When you think thoughts of them, you're describing them in a way that is not how you want them to actually appear in your 3D reality. And that's why it takes a long time, is because it takes you that long to stop telling the old story, okay, for long enough for the tides to change. Now, the issue with this is that if you don't deal with what the reason why you constantly push your person away, it doesn't matter if you manifest them in 6 months, 6 days, 6 hours, 6 years, you're going to push them away again. And so that's why I just try to explain to everybody, like, your SP it's irrelevant. You have to deal with yourself. If you don't deal with the reason they're not with you right now, that reason is going to create distance for you both in the future or with you and someone else. That's how it works. It's a mirror. If you don't change your patterns, they don't change. They don't change themselves. This world is a mirror. It's doing what you do. So if you don't change your patterns and if you don't stop yourself from your old ways, you will never change it, because it doesn't change on its own. It's a mirror of you. Okay, so stop looking at the negatives of what you did and start seeing how powerful you are. Stop telling the story of how long it's going to be. I don't want it to be this long. No, I can manifest anybody. I've done it before. I'm really powerful. I'm going to focus on myself and build my power even more. Every time I try to explain why you have to focus on yourself, it just makes so much sense that it starts to make me like, I'm not angry, but I'm just like I just want to like shake it into your minds. Like, you if you say, I am really good at manifesting, I can manifest people really fast, I do it all the damn time, then that's the reality you get to be. But you have to keep saying it instead of saying that one time or saying something similar and then going back to, yeah, but it took 6 months last time and that fucking sucked and I don't want it to take that long again. Boop, there you go. You're back in 6 months land, and probably even longer this time, because once 5 months comes along, once 4 months, oh my God, here we go. We're reaching that mark where we're going to fuck things up again. So you're going to eventually fuck it up. And then once you get past that mark, now I just fucked it up again. Oh man. So now you're stretching yourself past your 6 month mark. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just tumbling. Your story is going out of control when you need to be on top of it. I am successfully manifesting people and what I want now, period. End of story. With love. Tiffany said, babe, are you still in here? No. Okay. Tiffany said, would you consider doing a podcast with your hubby, explaining his perspective, watching you transform a manifestational journey? I'm super interested to know what he was thinking. I don't know. I would have to, okay. I need to change my story about him. And he's great on camera. And so, Jeremy, I'm going to get you in just a moment. And so, yeah, he's great on camera and he's very comfortable on camera. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, maybe, potentially. Okay. Jeremy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says, oh, Abby, good night. Good seeing you. Okay. I was manifesting my ex of 13 years. It worked. We had 3 weeks of a good time. Then things all fell apart again. 13 years of this, I'm done. I found a new girl that I want to have romance with. She's only a friend now. Will that mess up energy to switch up? Okay. Here's the deal. This is exactly what I was just kind of talking about in the last one. And you're kind of like in that space of like, okay, even if you do go to manifest someone else, if you, Jeremy, do not deal with the issue that pushed things away from your ex, it's going to come back up again in your new relationship. So it's not necessarily that you're going to mess up this thing with this person because you're switching it up. That's irrelevant. We switch to new realities according to like Bashar and some of them, like millions by, I don't know, like, what is it? Billions by the millisecond or some crazy fucking astronomical number. Okay. So switching things up, never a fucking problem, right? Because the past is always a choice that you take with you. It's not actually attached to you. Nothing is actually set in stone. Okay. So switching it up is not going to fuck any energy up as long as you are in the energy of like, I'm just abundantly in love and I have an amazing relationship with an amazing person who treats me. No. It's what's going to mess up your relationship is you not dealing with the stuff that pushed away your last relationship And then it just kind of bubbling to the surface in the new one, because that's just what happens. Our old programming, if you don't actively work on changing it and keeping it in play every single day, it doesn't, I'm not saying it comes back, it just doesn't go anywhere. Like, you can write new programming on top of it, but when you start to slip, if that new programming slips, the old programming is right there ready to pop through, because there can't be no, like, the system has to run and the program something has to be going. So if you're not keeping it intact with the way that you want it to go, it's just going to go back to its default mode, because that's what it knows best. That's the most worn path. And so like, I was kind of explaining it before, like, let's say that you're guiding someone through, a corn maze, and they've gone left a million times, and they know how to do the corn maze if they go left, but you want to show them a new route. So you're taking them to the right. You have to guide them through it probably a bunch of times until they're very comfortable going through it themselves. And so if you let go of their hand, they may just go right back the way that they know how to go, because it's comfortable to pass more, and they can see the ground, like, okay, I know I'm going the right way. This is the way to get to the exit or whatever. So if you are creating a new story for yourself, well, first, you need to create a new story for yourself. You need to decide what relationships are like for you from now on, and what things look like for you, how people show up to you, how you feel about things, how you're treated, how you interact, what your communication is like, yada, yada, yada. And then you have to stick to it. You have to be the partner to that person that we just described. And you have to keep that new thing going yourself, so that your old programming, your old fears, your insecurities, your worries, your doubts, whatever it is that you did to set the stage for this new thing falling apart, or excuse me, your old thing falling apart, you have to stop yourself mid process when you're doing the things that's going to manifest in your relationship falling apart, if that makes sense. Like, you have to know that you're doing that thing again, that I call it your personal brand of self-sabotage. You have to know you're doing it, which means you have to be aware of what it is that you do. And then you have to stop yourself when you catch yourself doing it. Awareness and discipline. It's my 360 method. I use it for myself. I talk about it all the time. My website, roxytalks.com. You can get one-on-one coaching with me if you want me to help you personally, or there's free content on YouTube and my website. Check out my 360 method video as well. And that's kind of like how I live my life daily as a conscious manifester, being as aware as many times a day as I can, to remember that I'm in control and powerful. So, okay. The 9 file. Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you. And Leanne linked the 360 video. Jeremy's free to check out. Thank you, Leanne. Ari, thank you for coming right here. I appreciate you. Okay, what did I just see that I wanted to talk about? Sanaja, I want to make sure I say that right. Do you think letting go is better, or acting as if / living in the end? Okay. First things first, thanks for reminding me. I am hosting a Letting Go live workshop on July 30th. It's part of my 3 summer live workshop series that I'm hosting this summer. 3 chances to see me live. The first one is this Wednesday, June 30th. It is the Take Them Off the Pedestal live workshop. Then we're getting together July 15th for the self-love and deep group connection session and live workshop. And then on July 30th, we're doing an F the BS, letting it all go. It's a letting go live workshop on July 30th. You can sign up for all of those at my website, roxytalks.com. Also, if you're in the YouTube chat, Dina has linked it to the chat, so you can see it there as well. Sanaja says, do you think letting go is better, or acting as if / living in the end? Here's the deal. I think all of those things are the same thing. So yes, no, it's all the above. It's all the same. Letting go is acting as if. Letting go is living in the end. Letting go is saying, I don't need to micromanage or try to control this situation anymore, because I know that it's working out for me. I'm trusting it's working out for me. I'm ready to put my focus somewhere else that is way more fucking productive for me than trying to make something happen when I'm an infinite creator. And it's all working out for me. So letting go of having to make something happen or trying to make it happen or trying to force something into submission is acting as if and living in the end, in my opinion. It is the same thing. And when you realize that, then you understand that, like, okay, so I just need to stop trying so hard and just be like, okay, great. Everything's working out great and I'm fine. And it's all coming into fruition and I love my life. Gina said Bashar gets loud a lot. Thank you. And I love you. And I thank you for saying that. And also, I know this is probably lame, but sometimes I wonder if I am channeling Bashar. There are times when I'm like, is that you, Bashar? Or maybe I'm just a fucking weirdo. Who knows? Elisa, how did I discover LOA? It was given to me right when I needed it. And it happened in a year that like where like things changed for me a lot. Actually, this is my 10-year anniversary, and it's how do I say this? It's signified by something really, really important that happened in my life, which was my cousin, who was like my sister. We were 10 months apart in age. We were raised together. We went to school together. We were like we were like twins. Like they dressed us alike. She was literally like my twin sister because she was always in my life. We were always together. Our moms are super close in age and super close. So like we grew up like as sisters, and she passed away. It'll actually be 10 years on the 3rd of July. It's her 10-year anniversary is coming up. So the year of 2011 was a very big year for me personally. I had a lot of things change. It was the year that I kind of stopped being an atheist. It was the first time I manifested a person, which is like part of it. So I manifested a person, opened my eyes to like, that's why I was like, okay, something else is going on in this world. This is just insane. Like something has to be at play here. And so it started opening my eyes to like more things happening. I started really like being open to spirituality and ideas about like what Earth was and like just thinking beyond what it is. And then my cousin passed away. And so it was like, my life just really just changed. And then, and I was just I was in the place I needed to be. And I was having like a lunch meeting with like a music person, and I was like talking about my career, and they're like, you need The Secret. They're like, have you read The Secret? And I was like, no, I thought it was like a Jesus book. And like, keep in mind, I was just barely like becoming not an atheist. And so I thought it was a religious book. I was never interested in it. So they were like, it's not religious. You need to like check it out. And I left that. They paid for my lunch because I was really broke. I think it was on my birthday too. And this year was really important because this was 2011. That was like my birthday, like either the day of or the day before my birthday. And, which is in November. And I left that lunch. They paid for my lunch because I didn't have any money. I had $10 in my wallet. Okay, I had $10. They paid for my lunch. I had like $10 and some change, $11 total pretty much. And I left that lunch meeting and went to a bookstore, and there was a used copy of The Secret for like $10 and some change. And I was like, well, I guess it's fucking meant to be. So I bought that book, and it changed my life. That was in 2011. And then like Malachi and I met 3 days later. Me and him met on 11/11/11. It's going to be our 10-year anniversary this year. And yeah, so it really changed my life. And the other thing about that I really found significant that I figured out like later on, like this year, is I realized like the timing of that. If the 2012 like Earth shift was real and like we shifted to like a new dimension, or like there's like the two Earths or whatever, if that really happened, then what I went through in 2011 was exactly like I was put here. I was born the year I needed to be born. I was put here exactly when I was supposed to be. And I went through what I needed to go through in order to push me towards spirituality, to get me under the fucking gate, to be here in time in that 2012 cutoff so that I could be here right now talking to you guys and helping along with the fucking expansion of the human race. There's my story. Okay. How do we stop thinking that the desire is not here? Literally think something else. Stop thinking it. You answered your question. How do we stop thinking that the desire is not here? When you have one thought of desire not being here, you must counter it with, yes, it is, or I don't fucking care. I have everything I need. I'm not really worried. Everything's coming to me. Something like that. If you have another singular one doubt that it's not here, you must counter it. So how to stop thinking that the desire is not here, meaning the act of thinking the desire is not here, meaning multiple thoughts, right? Because we're not just, how do you stop one thought? By countering it. How do you stop multiple thoughts? By countering them individually, not letting yourself go down the road of thinking that. And if you catch yourself thinking that, then stop thinking it in that moment and think something else, and then think that again and keep thinking that. It is here. Ed, do you think I'm channeling Bashar too? I need to talk to Daryl Inca. I need to have get Daryl Ankle on the horn. Daryl Ankle. Daryl Anka, get him on the horn. I got a conversation with him I need to have. What are my thoughts on magic and LOA? Do they complement each other, or are they the same thing? Sometimes I feel I need to cast as a means to reaffirm. They are the same thing. I think that magic, praying, law of attraction, manifesting, all that is the same. It's all the same thing. Because, like, why would it be different things? It doesn't, it's like, it comes down to, like, the whole, like, religion and spirituality thing. It's like, at the end of the day, there's no way that there's, like, 7 different gods who all just decided to make one type of creature on one type of planet to battle it out together. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I even as a kid, like, I just questioned religion. It just never sounded right to me. Like, my family was Catholic, and I was like, you guys believe this shit? Like, I just was not, I don't know. But, like, when you put the concept of, like, thinking and speaking things into existence, like, it's in the Bible. It is, like, they've been talking about it the whole time. Like, meditate, and monks meditate, and, like, all of these religions everyone's doing the same thing. Like, praying and manifesting and, like, visualizing and doing spells is all the same thing. It is conceptualizing what you want to come into the 3D reality so that it does. And it does, because that's how Earth works. So all, people throughout society have tried to figure out different ways of describing it and calling it what it is and explaining it. But at the end of the day, oh my God, sorry, Bashar Communications, I just received an email from fucking Daryl Inca. I mean, I'm on his mailing list, but Daryl Inca just fucking emailed me. He heard the call. That was funny. I don't know what I was saying. Whatever I said, yeah, that thing, put a period on it. Okay. Gina says Dara's only going to channel Bashar for a couple more years, then it's over. Oh, wow. Ed said collab with Daryl Ankle. We are. Obviously, he just emailed me, so obviously that's happening. Leanne says you are channeling your Andromeda peeps. I probably absolutely am, for sure. Brandon says you manifest what you think of the most. That's true. How do you manifest someone into giving you a car? Realize that you don't have to manifest anyone into giving you. The car is already yours. Accept it energetically from the universe. Visualize yourself driving it. Thank the universe for it. Know that it's coming, and not think that you have to make anyone do anything or trick anyone or anything like that. The car is already yours, and it's going to come to you in the easiest, most natural way possible when you stop trying so hard. Amber, yay! Amber says, big update on movement. Just got home from hanging out with SP and his 4-year-old. She loves me. He keeps inviting me to be with them. Yay! How exciting. We're a happy family. One big happy family. Everything's working out. Gina says, what podcast episode is coming out this week? We're talking about because we've been on this path of like the Phoenix moment and the restarting and like the becoming a new version. I'm pretty sure, unless I did this last week. Tell me if this was last week's episode. It all runs together. I'm pretty sure this is when it's going to be about like the actual steps you take. Like step 1, how to be the new version of yourself, like how to be the new you. That's what we're talking about. Did I already put that podcast out? Because if I did, then I need to look at my calendar because I can't remember. The 9-5 says Crowley's definition, like Aleister Crowley, Crowley's definition of magic, the science and art of causing change to occur with conformity with will. Yep. Oh, Leanne said last week was forget about your SP. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah. So this week's episode of the podcast is about like embodying and stepping into the new version of you that we have like picked for ourselves, like how to like actionable steps on how to become your ideal version. That's what we're talking about this episode of the podcast, which comes out Wednesday at 9 a.m. Also happening on Wednesday is our first installment of the live workshop series, the summer live workshop series. And the first one is going to be the Take Them Off the Pedestal live workshop, helping you balance the power dynamics in your relationship and get yourself to the place where you should be and ought to be to manifest the best version of your relationship. You can sign up for that at my website, roxytalks.com. Again, that is a live workshop. Take them off the pedestal. There will be chances to interact with me live, like get actual like live coaching, but it's going to be limited. So it's not guaranteed for everybody, but still will be very beneficial, very useful, and very fun and interactive. 22 Savage. I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know what Lustain from Nashville is. Lustain? I don't know what that is. Pilgrim T says, funny that I stumbled across this video. Maybe it's a sign. It is. I don't know what we're talking about, but it is. If you think it is, it definitely is. Bruharia, what do I think is related to the time for the desire to manifest? I actually did a video on time lag, and I explained it scientifically, like literally why it takes time for things to manifest. So check that video out. But the other one I would say, the other thing I would say is that what's related to the time is how long it takes you to accept the new reality, or actually, let's say it this way, how long it takes you to stop questioning it or stop counteracting it with your doubts. That's how long it takes. So if you're manifesting something and you've been doing it for a long time and it hasn't come through, it's because you cannot stop yourself from letting your doubts, worries, insecurities, fears, whatever, take over. That's the problem. You're letting your fears, the past, the worries, the doubts, whatever it is, take over more than you're allowing your new affirmations to take hold. Is it silly to manifest an SP from 10 years ago? It's nobody's business but yours. We don't care. It's your reality. Do whatever you want. If you think it's silly, though, then that's going to be a problem, because that's like a block that you'll be putting in between you and your person. Oh, Leanne linked the video on time. Thanks, Leanne. Gina says, hi, Roxy. I forgot if you answered this question, but is law of assumption better versus law of attraction? I've heard this from other YouTubers. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you call it law of attraction, whether we're speaking of law of assumption, at the end of the day, what's really happening is that your thoughts manifest, period. And if your thoughts line up to you getting the reality you want, then you will. And if your thoughts counteract or contradict what you want, that's what you will continue to see in your 3D reality. So, like, yes, we just assume it's ours. Yes, we're using the law of assumption. Yes, we're using the law of attraction to bring it to us, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's like, what really matters is, are your thoughts lining up to what you actually want in reality? Who cares what they call it? Law of correspondence, if you really want to go there. Law of fucking, what's the other one? Why am I having a blank? I'll remember it. The other one. Law of vibration. So like at the end of the day, are your thoughts lining up to your ideal reality or not? That's it. You can assume it's yours. You can intend that it is. You can say that things are happening for you. You can wish them into existence. I mean, I guess if you want to put it that way, then technically law of assumption, like approach, I guess is probably stronger because you're saying that it's yours, and instead of like wishing it was. I mean, I don't know. It's at the end of the day, it's like it's all semantics and intention. Like, is it yours? Do you have it now? Are you satisfied? Like, can you chill right now? Do you know everything is working out for you? Can you at least say that it is working out for you instead of going down the road of your fucking limitations and problems again? Like, that's the real that's the real issue. So I just think that at the end of the day, like a lot of these like terms get like, it just takes you away from the real deal, which is like, are your thoughts aligned or are they not? Tamara, how can you stop thinking of the past? I think that's what's keeping you from getting your SP. Think about the future instead. Literally, I just like rewind it maybe 10 minutes. I just talked about stopping thinking. You need to literally stop yourself from thinking it and make yourself think something else. That's how you do it. That's my, like how I use my 360 method. Check that out. You can go to roxytalks.com or the YouTube channel right here, Roxy Talks, or whatever the fuck. I'm losing my brain. My brain's going. 360 method YouTube video. Sorry. My brain officially just checked out. So yeah, Dina said, I don't see why we need to label the law itself. It works the same way. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, I just think that it's putting too much attention on shit that doesn't matter. Who cares what it's called? Are your thoughts aligned? You know, like, you know, I think I've said probably 400 times today already. Okay. I feel like it's time for me to wrap things up. Check me out. Come hang out with us on our live workshop this Wednesday. It's in 48 hours. It's in 47 hours and 45 minutes from right now. Wednesday, 3 p.m. PST, live via Zoom. We are doing a Take Them Off the Pedestal workshop. You can sign up for that at roxytalks.com. It is the first of 3 that we will be doing this summer. The next one is going to be July 15th, all about self-love. And the last one is going to be July 30th, and it's going to be about letting go. Leanne linked the 360 method video again. Thank you, Leanne. Ava, I've got a letting go workshop coming up on the 30th of July. I would suggest checking that out. Thank you to the moderators for keeping our community healthy and safe and great for everybody. Patrick J, I love what you're saying here. So stop punishing your SP. It's true, because punishing your SP is just punishing yourself. And it's also telling a story about the SP that is not the one that you want it to be. What do we want to do? Oh yeah, we had best week ever last week. How did people do with best week ever? Did you use it? How did it work? I had a lot of people commenting on the little YouTube short or whatever the fuck they're called, about the best week ever. How did that work for you guys? Did it work for you? Did you use it? Dina, but I liked what Patrick J said. Oh, and you immediately said, sorry, I didn't mean to delete you. That's so funny. Ollie says, not really, but this week, hopefully. Best week ever. Best week ever. Best week ever. That's all you should say. Cut the hopefully out, and it is best week ever is what I'm trying to say. Heyoka says it was best week ever. It totally worked. Yes, Heyoka. I had a good week too, actually. Dino, yeah, my chat jumps too. Rabbit Raw, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, nice, you're still live. Oh my God, the timing. Rabbit Raw, who also gave a super chat of 1111, said, nice, you're still live. Huge victory this week. Woke up Saturday saying best week ever and felt the strong urge to go swimming for the first time in over a year. Yay! And so, okay, so here's more. None of my old swimsuits fit, but circumstances don't matter. And it was the start of my best week ever. So I throw on some athletic shorts and a tank top and went to the lake. All right, we're waiting with bated breath. That was the best, like, you guys saw that happen. We switched to the topic and then this super chat came through. Brandon says, every week is my best week ever. Obviously. Okay, here comes Rabbit Raw's rest of the story. It was so beautiful and peaceful, and I ran into a girl with a cute dog who introduced herself and said, unprompted, you're gorgeous, by the way. Now we have plans to meet up. New friend, romantic interests, whichever way, we were vibing, and it was a delight. Yes! Best week ever! That is so exciting. Yes. Nine Foul says, best day ever happens to be like my catchphrase for years. That is awesome. Best day ever, best week ever. Marielle says, it definitely worked because I had the bestest first date ever on a best week ever with the best person I've met in years. Yes! Proud of you. Laura says, I had an awesome week. Hello, yes. Ed says, how about better best week ever? How about every week? Like Brandon said, every week is the best week ever. Every week, best week ever, best week ever. And if you just keep saying that every single week or every single day, then like every week has to get better than the last, right? Everything is working out in your favor. Yes. Yes, sir, Patrick. Thank you. Brandon said, sounds like SpongeBob. Allie, your manifestation is coming. But listen, it'll be way more powerful if you say that, because I'm just a reflection of you. So if you say it, it's way more powerful. You need to start saying it so you believe it. Manifestations come all the time. Manifestations are always coming. They're always unfolding. And it's true. It's not a lie. It's just that you just haven't been manifesting maybe necessarily what you want. So you think that it's not manifesting, but in reality, you're having manifestations happen. Me talking to you is a manifestation. Ooh, Journey of Judy says, best week ever. Found the perfect place for a new lash and brow bar. Paid the rent in full. Yes! I love it. That is abundance right there. Heyoka says, same here. Met a new guy I'm vibing with. Played live again and loved it. It's been great. That's amazing. Yes. Yes. Rabbit Ross says, literally, as best week ever is for sure a new favorite affirmation. It's the best way I've found so far to jar me out of any thought stream I need to flip. You get it. You get it. You get it. That is exactly what we do with it. Not only is it the best week ever, but when we start to feel like it's not best week ever, this is the best week ever. I don't care what's happening because it's the best week ever. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Who's watching Drag Race? Who's watching All Stars season 6? Ashley, hello. Emerine, what's your question? If you're crying and begging for help, you're not taking control of your situation, and you are a conscious manifester. And if you feel helpless and that you can't do it for yourself, that's why it's not working for you, whatever it is we're talking about. So switch it to best week ever or best day ever, or I am in control, or everything's working out for me. Heyoka says, I've been saying best week ever while cleaning out the cat litter tray. You get it, Heyoka. That is exactly how we fucking do it. You're cleaning out the cat. Best week ever. Best week ever. Best week ever while we're scooping cat shit. That is exactly how you live and maintain the best week ever. Okay. If something happens, bad if happens, and you're affirming the opposite, does that mean you're in denial? What does in denial mean, and why is it a problem, and who's judging you, and why do you care what they think? That's my answer to that. You're creating your reality. So if you think you're in denial, guess what? That's your own insecurities, doubts, worries, your ego, all that shit telling you that you're not good enough to have what you want, and that's why you don't have it. Chad, can you manifest into a supernatural being? Well, how about this? You already are a supernatural being. So can you open yourself up more to your own powers and your own intuition and connect with like your spirit guides or your greater self or your higher self or yourself beyond? Absolutely. So I would definitely say go down that road if you want to. Emerine, you're crying. I have a whole video about manifesting a celebrity. I already told you that in the beginning. It's the same thing as manifesting other. You need to understand that a celebrity is just a person. And if you're treating them like they're so special and it's such a hard deal and you need so much help doing it, that's the problem. Stop making it so like big of a deal. They're just a piece of energy that you are calling too hard to get. Allie says, anyone feel like they don't have enough time in the day for affirmations visualization? This is a great question. Okay. So I wish there was a function that the YouTube like lets you click on someone's name and see all their questions that they wrote during the super chat, because I've read a few from you, Allie, or Ollie, I'm sorry. I find it interesting that you don't have time in your day for affirmations and visualizations, but you have time in your day to worry about the bullshit that you're asking questions about earlier. So how is it that you have time for those those are affirmations, by the way, negative thoughts or worries. And I can't remember exactly what you said. So forgive me I'm just saying in general, you got plenty of fucking time to visualize and affirm what you want, because all you're doing is doing the opposite. So take some of that and put it on what you want. Okay. If you're not making time for yourself to meditate, that's something else. If you're not being conscious of your thoughts and what you're saying, that is what you actually are doing when you're not making time you don't have time in the day to affirm. What you're actually saying is, I'm not conscious of what I'm thinking and I don't care enough to correct my thinking. That's literally, I mean, that might seem kind of harsh, but that's what I hear. So I don't care enough to correct my thinking, or I'm not aware enough to correct my thinking. That's what you say. That's what you're really saying when you said I don't have time for affirmations, because every single thought you think is an affirmation. So you have time for 65,000 affirmations a day. Are you using them to your advantage? Are you using them to describe what you don't want? I already know the answer to that, but I just want you to think about it. And you don't have time for visualization. Have you ever daydreamed? Visualizations, 2 seconds can happen. There's no way you don't have time for me on the beach. Bitch, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got time to live out a bunch of shit that you don't want? Okay, yeah, here you go. She goes, wait. Is this a different Allie? Yeah, sorry, I almost mixed. Okay, we had 2 Allies. I almost mixed it up. Okay, here you go. Okay. Allie says, I meant time like where my brain is cleared to meditate to do so. I try to flip my thoughts when they are bad. I feel I need to clear my head in order to focus on visualizing an affirmation. So you're telling me that you're getting too bogged down in your regular thinking thoughts to see that meditating and visualizing and keeping your thoughts on track is the most important and crucial job that you could ever do for yourself. You're letting your 3D world and your habitual thoughts take away from the infinite 24-hour, okay, it's not infinite, the 24-hour period every single day that you have, that you could grab 15 minutes to clear your mind and get yourself there. Okay, 15 minutes. There's no way you don't have 15 minutes when you're living a life that you don't want. And I mean that because there's definitely 15 minutes worth of headspace in your day that you're dedicating, if not way more, to what you don't want. So my point, what I'm trying to say to you is you're already doing it. You're just not doing it on the right content. So switch the content up and then you don't have to worry about time in the day. And also stop saying and noticing that it's not like, oh, I've been doing this for 60 days and nothing's working. That's why. I've been doing this for 60 days and I can't wait to do this for the rest of my life because it's working out so much for me and so many things are happening. That's the story. Otherwise, why bother? Okay, I gotta jump off. My energy has been given. Yeah, Dina says, if you're affirming there's no movement and noticing that on a regular basis, you will keep creating your world that has no movement. Yep. Oh, I'm starving. I'm super hungry. Okay, I gotta eat. Rabbit Raw, like, yep, you get it. Affirming no matter what you're doing all day long, because you're already affirming all day long. Are you affirming your ideal reality or are you not? There's only two options. You're always affirming. You're affirming all day long. If you are alive, you are affirming. So are you affirming your ideal reality or are you not? There are only two options. You either are or you're not. 65,000 times a day. If you do not use each and every 65,000 one of them to put them towards your ideal reality, then you don't use them towards your ideal reality and they're going somewhere else. It's black and white. There is no other way. Oh, Allie says, I guess he makes me with the other Allie. I was scripting for 60 days. Sorry, Allies. It's all love. It's all love. Alice, my SP has an alcohol problem but doesn't do much about it. Can I save him by affirming or does he need to do it? Yeah, you can, but you have to change your story about him. Look at my video about manifesting health for others. X distortion. I feel a bit depressed. Can I ask you a question and give me your honest answer? I would give you nothing but I can't. I'm not a doctor, so don't look to me for medical help, please. Marielle, is constantly daydreaming and thinking about an SP putting him on a pedestal, and would that be okay as long as you don't have any doubts and fears? If you're thinking healthy thoughts about like a great balanced and amazing relationship that works so well and fulfills you, then that's fine. But if you're thinking about lack or doubt or anything else, it's just not going to help you. It's not doing you any favors. Okay, Allie, we just straight up told you not to say that you're scripting for 30. I literally just addressed this. Why would you come back in? Said with love. Why would you come back in after I literally just said not to, like, told you exactly what to do, to say, but again, I'm scripting for 6 days straight and no movement. I just told you. I thought you were the other Allie. I told you. Dina told you. I read it out loud. It's literally in the chat. Don't come here and reaffirm your issues and try to have us tell you why it's not working. It's because you just undid the fucking, we fixed it for you. We reset you back to 0 and you just undid it again. So set yourself back. I just explained it. I'm not going to do it again. And that's with love. I want you to do it for yourself because you have to. I can't do it for you. So you're like, okay, sorry, I didn't hear it. With love, all with love. But I did literally I just addressed it. A person says, hi, Roxy, I have a small question. Can anyone of any age manifest? Yes, absolutely. You're manifesting right now. All right. Okay. I'm giving, who was that asked X distortion? I'm giving you another minute to pop your question in here. Otherwise, I'm going to jump off because I'm starving and got to go. Shantae, you say, should I fight gut intuitions or let nature run its course? I'm not sure if I answered this already. Fight gut intuitions or let nature run its course? Fight gut. Why would you fight your gut intuitions? That seems to me to be a problem. Like, you're supposed to go with your gut intuitions. You're supposed to intend that you trust them, know that they're working out for you, and then follow them. And let nature run its course, knowing that things are working out for you because you decided what they're going to be. Ibrahim says, when they say it's not working, it's never going to work. Exactly, because they're the ones doing it. Nothing else gives a shit whether you've been scripting for 60 days. You do. You're the one saying, I've been scripting for 60 days and it's not working. Tiffany says, Roxy, you're the hall monitor in my head when negative thoughts and limiting beliefs come up. I'll take that job. I'll be that bitch. You caught your person on Omegle. Would that be considered cheating? Okay. I talked about cheating at the very, very, very beginning of this live, and I want you to rewind it because you're not the only one going through something like that right now. And I kind of spoke on it. So just to be like, go rewind to the beginning, but just to be quick, it has nothing to do with what I consider to be cheating, or it's what you consider to be cheating and what you do for yourself from here forward. So go rewind to the beginning. All right. Am I having mashed potatoes for lunch? Oh, but I might have some for dinner now. That sounds good. Rat Caca, I like your name, but that's fine. Okay, all right. Heyoka says, follow your guides, which are your gut instincts. Okay. All right. I'm going to head off and do the podcast that's going to come out for next week. We're talking about, well, I was going to have a special guest, but I don't think he's going to make it, but I'm still going to talk about manifesting. I'm going to talk about kind of like debunking and demystifying the hustle culture mentality of like having to hustle and create what you want versus like letting it kind of unfold. So yeah, I'm going to hop on the, oh, Allie says, I think I was under the wrong assumption that thoughts and affirmations were different. I know now, though. Yes, and sorry, I didn't mean to scream it at your face. Just wanted to make it clear, like, you are affirming right now, girl. What I just said was an affirmation. And that was an affirmation. And that's an affirmation. And that's an affirmation. Like, Peter Griffin, when he's like, I never lie, except that, and that, and that, and that. It's like that. That's an affirmation. And so is that, and that, and that, and this, and this, and that, and this. And so everything's great, and everything's amazing, and life is great. Who is my special guest? Devin Blake Jones. He was on this season of The Voice. I posted his video clips on YouTube a couple times. He's a very good friend of mine from Denver. So, and not to toot my own horn a little bit, but I did help him through his, when he was going through the audition process, I was helping him get his mind frame right so that he can get on the show, and he did really well. So, if we don't do it this week, we'll definitely do it. He's a friend of mine. So we've been planning it for a while. So he's going to come on the podcast and talk about like actually manifesting something like being on The Voice and doing really well on the show and stuff like that. Cause he's been on American Idol twice. He's been doing his shit. So he's like really like living his dreams and stuff. So, so if I don't make it with him, if we don't make it tonight with him on there, then I'm going to still talk about, again, the idea of like hustling and getting what you want, but like kind of just more so in a way that a conscious manifestor would do it. Okay. Polyglot. The truth in the teachings of Jesus will set you free. Hey, nobody's denying that. I say all the time that the Bible is a manifestation handbook. But we also need to understand that like it's all the same, and we're not going to put people down because they have different views on spirituality or religion. It's all the same. And Leanne linked the podcast. Oh, Dina and Leanne both linked the podcast. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Okay. Oh, Curtis complimented my makeup. Thanks, doll. I appreciate you. Sonam says, I love me some Jesus. Yeah, hell yeah. We are down for Jesus here. We're down for manifesting. We're down for Jesus. We're down for witchcraft. We're down for all of it. It's all the same. Okay, I gotta go. My stomach is like growling and I can't focus. Okay, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Come to the Take Them Off the Pedestal workshop. That's happening this Wednesday. I won't see you again before that. So if you want to go on and have a really focused... Ooh, Ibrahim, you're psychic. Ibrahim says, I got a feeling you'll be on Netflix soon. I don't know about Netflix, but something's coming, right? Anyways, Ibrahim is insightful. You said something else. Yeah. Anyways, so join me at the Take Them Off the Pedestal workshop happening on Wednesday this week, 2 days from now. And we're going to either, it's your choice, but either like put yourself on the pedestal, demolish the whole pedestal system in general. Either way, bringing yourself love and peace and joy and stuff so that you can experience that in your 3D world. Be Oprah. Be Oprah's back! For any of those people out there who don't like me calling myself Beyonce, suck it! We know how to manifest, so of course I'm going to call myself fucking Beyonce. Jesus Christ. Why wouldn't I? Obviously. Come on now. Yep. Categories. Ollie, you are not the only guy here. Definitely not. Okay. All right. Sanam says, so many confirmations of upcoming manifestations in this chat. You're damn right. Absolutely. Of course it's coming. Of course it's happening. Everything we're manifesting is happening for us and unfolding as we speak. So stay focused on your thoughts and affirmations. And that's actually why I titled this video, or this one, I put affirmations in the title, because all of our thoughts are affirmations, every single one, all throughout the day. Curtis Lane says, I thought more Rihanna. Obviously Rihanna's great, but Beyonce is like the top. So not that Rihanna's not. I'm just saying Beyonce. We know Beyonce is like the queen. So, and Oprah. That's why I picked those two. Be Oprah, half Beyonce, half Oprah, and that's how I shoot. You know that saying, shoot for the moon, so you always land among the stars. It's kind of like that. Like, I'm gonna pick the top people of the game and then go for that. That's what I'm gonna. Ibrahim says, yes, I can feel it. You'll be in a movie or a series soon. Ibrahim, you are a. That's funny. That's funny. Keep going with your intentions, or your intuition is what I meant to say. Okay, all right. Curtis says, that is your opinion. That is a good point. That is my opinion, and that's all that matters, because I'm the one manifesting in my reality, so my opinion is the one that matters. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. Stay on top of your thoughts. All your thoughts are affirmations, and they're always manifesting, whether you like what's going on around you or not, whether you're reacting or not, whether you're affirming what you want. Gina says, Roxy, go eat. Thank you, Gina. You're right. I'm going to go eat some food. I love you all. I appreciate you. Keep your thoughts on board. You can do it. I believe in you. What is it? Oh, shit. God, it's been so long since I've made my videos. I can't even remember now. Damn. You have the power. I believe in you. Love you guys. Oh, my dogs. Oh my God. Did you guys hear my dogs immediately come as soon as I said that? My dogs know my sign off better than I do. Okay. I'll see you guys later.